Welcome, everyone and all boys and girls, children of all ages, to a brand new episode of 2DopeMarks. Your home for Go Grill Wrestling, brought to you by two dudes who's basically the Bun B and Pimp C of the wrestling podcast space. I'm Brando. That is D to my right. We thank you for tuning in. As always, man, follow us on Twitter at 2DopeMarks. Follow us on Instagram at 2DopeMarks. Follow us on Facebook. Facebook group, we got to be like posting and shit, happens. Follow us on YouTube at 2DopeMarks. Like, comment, subscribe, wherever you get your favorite podcast. You know what I'm saying? We usually go live on Thursdays at 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central, and in case there's an emergency, like there was, last Tuesday, we'll let you know, and we'll go early and a little peek behind the curtain. So the reason why we recorded last Tuesday was because I got surprised and be like, "Yo, we're going to OKC versus the Houston Rockets." Also, shout out to Meek. Hello, Meek. By the way, congratulations on the 30-minute time limit podcast with Meek the Mage
Yes, indeed.
and Lucia of Last and Hilarious. They are part of the Black Wrestling family. Congratulations to them. And yes. So went to the game. Game was fire for about 2.5 quarters, and then OKC put that ass in a boa constrictor, and it was a wrap. you know. And had I known that that was going to be the precursor to my sports weekend, I would have chalked it up, but didn't. You know what I'm saying? So real quick, before we even get into wrestling, we're gonna have to go
Mhm.
ahead and do this right here and now, right here and now. So last week on this show, y'all heard me talk as much shit as I've ever talked in favor of my football team, the Houston Texans. My chest was probably high, elevated, chin strong, all of that. I said that my quarterback was not going to have a game in which he was going to turn the ball over like he did versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. And then, I forgot my cardinal rule when it comes to Houston sports. It is that Houston sports either wins or they lose in historic, boy, this ain't no way this happened fashion. There is, 35-3 to the Bills. There is going up 24-0 versus the Kansas City Chiefs in 2019 when the Nasty Man was the quarterback. There was 27 missed threes versus the Golden State Warriors in Game 7, the 2018 Western Conference Finals. There is being the only team in history, baseball-wise, to play a 7-game series and lose every single home game. We've done that twice. We did that in the 2019 World Series and in the 2023 American League Championship Series against the rival Rangers. So CJ Stroud, as you know, he threw 4 interceptions. The team was leading at one point in the midst of those 4 interceptions. Eventually, you get in your head too much and, team faltered, right? I think what occurred was we, as a fan base, was like, oh no, this is the year, this is the time, because of what happened Saturday with the Broncos and the Bills and the fact that Bo
Mhm.
Nix is out
Yeah.
for the rest of the playoffs with a broken ankle. That's what I thought it was going to be. But yet and still, uh, the only thing I'm sad about is not that my quarterback threw 4 interceptions. I'm sad that I don't get to watch an historic all-time line that shit up and we whooping your ass defense.
Mhm.
That's the only thing. That is my sadness. D had his own sadness on Monday with the national championship, but you know, again, I teased him back in August before I left the great state of Connecticut and said, "Hey, are y'all going to win the ACC?" And I flashed up a PlayStation controller, and told him, "Is it going to be on this?" God had a way of laughing on me.
Yeah.
When he had the Miami Hurricanes playing in a national championship game at the crib. So that's just me saying this right here now, people.
So pretty much what you're saying is this whole week.
That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
I was out in public watching that game, D.
I wouldn't have done it.
I had to watch a dude who looked like DJ Quick's very skinny, anorexic, Similac deprived cousin in a Patriots jacket have all the fun in the world at my demise.
Well, it's basketball season now.
Yeah. It is basketball season. Shouts to the Houston Cougars. You know what I'm saying? Because if you ask me, hey, who do you have faith in to bring home a title to this city? It's the Cougars. Rockets got them a good win versus Spurs. But yeah, man, I think we'll be fine. I think the Texans will be fine. I think that you don't get a first place schedule in 2026.
Right.
But you do get the NFC East. So as I'm already calling this now, you will see me and D in Philly having to watch the Texans versus Eagles game.
Absolutely.
So that's that. That is that. I don't even think we care too much about the Super Bowl or the AFC NFC Championship game, because the NFC Championship game really is the Super Bowl when you think about it, between the Rams and the Seahawks. And I already know how D feels about the Rams. So
that shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
So congrats to the Seattle Seahawks as D's de facto champion, because he is off to figuring out who the hell gonna be the OC for the Eagles. Now,
yeah, pretty much.
Now, with all the football talk for the most part wrapped up, let us get into the festivities of the Graps, because tonight we are going to be breaking down the fact that, as you saw, if you've seen the overlay, this episode is subtitled "The Towel of Sami Zayn." The reason why we call it "The Towel of Sami Zayn" is because as long as you've been watching wrestling, like we've been watching wrestling, then the moment somebody got some real hype and some real energy behind them in matches leading up to the Royal Rumble, there goes your odds-on favorite to win the Rumble. But
I said this shit last year at the Mania. It just made the most damn sense.
Yeah,
they were just letting him marinate for a minute, and now you see it's coming into fruition.
Yeah. So real quick, because Raw was on Monday, as it always is, it was in the middle of the afternoon because it was in Ireland and it was Martin Luther King Day, which weird combination to celebrate Martin Luther King Day in Ireland.
Right.
Natalya had a heel turn for the umpteenth time, costing Maxine the women's Intercontinental title.
It's not going to make sense unless you allow Natalya to be allow Natalya to be the same Natalya for that she was at with the Fight Club joint.
Yes.
Bloodsport. Yeah, Bloodsport. You gotta give me. It's not gonna work unless you give me that same character.
Big facts. Unless you give me the low key legend, it's not gonna work. AJ Styles talked to his old lady, and his old lady was like, "Sure, you can go ahead and put your career on the line versus Gunther at the Royal Rumble," which means I'm pretty sure they're both doing pulling double duty. And that also means that AJ Styles will win that match, because why in the world would you dare say, hey, 2026 is my last year, and then we're going to end this in Saudi Arabia and not in TNA?
So his contract is up in 11 days.
Oh.
Reportedly, yeah.
Oh.
Reportedly.
Wow. If it's up in 11 days, that means that literally aligns with the 10-year anniversary of him debuting in WWE at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's unique. Okay. We'll see.
The more you know.
We'll see there. I will table that for Royal Rumble. We'll get back to that for our 1-year anniversary show. We'll hold on for that. Ooh, thank you for that little bit of a nugget. End of the night, end of the night, we saw a grizzled veteran Phil Brooks, aka your World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk, face off against Finn Balor, in which was pretty much a home game for Finn Balor. But Finn Balor was more like the faces when they go home in the other era.
Yeah.
And he lost, right? Which
Yeah.
again, solid match, great match because Finn breaking out the old classic theme,
his own music, yeah.
the old music, old emotes.
I think also as well, like it's the Judgment Day for him is getting stale. It really is. I don't know what that looks like unless you bring another member or something in outside of Dom and JD. But yeah, it's not the same. But you saw the response that the fans got, and especially when he hit that damn coup de grace, that shit was lit.
Oh yeah. I think for the most part with Finn Balor is that we're talking about somebody who is a vet's vet, a pro's pro, and somebody who probably could be world champion again. Like you give him a little short, quick reign here and there because he deserves it. The last time he had the ball was also the same year AJ Styles came into play. 16 or 17, I forget which. They SummerSlam with the Universal title. But that promo he cut at the end of the night and his mannerisms throughout the show, it just goes to show me that eventually we're finally gonna get that Dom versus Finn match.
I want it. That might be Mania worthy.
It might be Mania worthy, and it might actually get the Demon out because again, if you know the history of the Judgment Day, they be jumping boys out. They jumped Edge out. They jumped Rhea Ripley out. Damian Priest kind of somewhat got jumped out.
You mentioned something a few seconds ago about the Demon, right? Okay. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. So the last time they had the Demon was what? WrestleMania 39, I believe.
Is that versus Edge.
His shit against Edge. Okay. The time before that, I think they brought the Demon back for him against, was it Brock?
No, before then. No. Before then, the last time we saw the Demon before Mania 39 was the Extreme Rules show, Finn versus Roman.
Okay. There you go. Okay. Yeah. So something that he created and established in NXT as, all right, if I get a Demon, if I become the Demon, I'm bust your ass. But now it's a situation where you've already put it back out there with Extreme Rules, with the match versus Edge at 39, and he lost both of them. Do you think if they eventually decide to bring it back, do you think they can recycle it?
I think again, the Demon comes out as basically, and this is what he explained to Cody Rhodes, that somebody is like a hyped up version of him, right?
Mm-hmm.
In WWE, the Demon's a whole separate character, and it's literally taking him getting busted open real bad and shenanigans all the way through from Samoans to to beat him on the main roster, right? I think for this one has to be on the lines of Finn just being just too pissed off about everything. Like Judgment Day, like everybody got titles in Judgment Day except me. Everybody got everybody got a little something out of Judgment Day except for me. Like every time I went up to try to become World Heavyweight Champion, didn't happen. But every time when it come to Dom trying to win this and keep this Intercontinental title, where are we at? Right? We all there trying to make sure he stays where he's at. So I think you have to look at that from that perspective. And I think Finn deadass might be vindicated. It might be a heel turn, face turn sort of situation where it's like, I get where you're like, he's making sense, right? Like if we're putting all this emphasis on, you know what I'm saying, Liv and Dom,
right,
and even to an extent, Big Mommy Cool and Roxanne Perez, where does that leave Finn? that would mean that the Judgment Day
nowhere.
that would mean the Judgment Day, ironically enough, would be what, the first intergender stable that is truly led by women, even though it was led by Rhea Ripley for the most part when she was in it.
Yeah.
And now, but we're talking about like a collective of women, and then Dom Mysterio, who stands out on his own.
He got my man. You got to free that man. It would be interesting if he's actually able to be completely him, as well as a recycled demon in the Judgment Day, but that's not going to happen. So, like you said, Mania 40, what is this? 41, 42, 43, 40, yeah, 42. Like, I feel like that needs to be the one, like where he actually, that's where you put him against Dom, finally get his vindication. Yeah, thank you. Get that shit over with.
Yeah. No, I think everyone has kind of grown from Judgment Day. It's ironically one of the longest lasting stables in WWE in modern WWE history. But it's
plus everybody gets hurt once they Dom done been hurt, Liv done been hurt, Rhea was hurt when she was there. Like, goddamn.
Yeah. I mean, at some point, somebody gotta be like, hey, brothers and sisters. Like, the meme where you just gotta like lay your hand on the shoulder, like, hey, look, brother.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
At this point, what's left for them outside of? I mean, you could do Roxanne, Liv, and what's your girl, Gasoline Diesel?
Gasoline Diesel. Yep. Raquel Rodriguez.
Yeah, let them. Why you gotta put the accent on her?
Yeah, because she is from Texas and her name is Raquel Rodriguez.
That's Rachel.
It was Raquel Gutierrez when she was in NXT at first, and then they switched it up.
I got nothing.
Hey man, hey, they are literally like, yo, let me go ahead and find whatever ethnic name that aligns with my beliefs right now, and we're gonna go ahead and rock with it. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can tell you.
Don't change it no more.
Just it's not.
But yeah, I see. Like for Finn, I hope that does do something for his character, because it's gotten very, very stale as of late. And hopefully, like you said earlier, this is why I brought up the demon being recycled. Is that a thing where we can actually get something strong from him at WrestleMania, or at any other event this year? So, we'll see.
Yeah, big facts. Speaking of strong, and speaking of somebody who literally was part of that black and gold era of NXT with Finn, remember when Finn came back, Ciampa was down there. But Tommaso Ciampa told the world that his contract is up and he's not going to be renewing it with WWE, ending his own 10-year run with the company. One of the greatest NXT champions of all time, owner of probably the damnedest NXT feud of all time with him and Johnny Gargano. Yeah, and the main roster was a little hit or miss when he actually got up there. I do think he may have shot himself in the foot a little bit by comparing the main roster of NXT to WWE and saying that was the main roster to him. But also, injuries, stop and starts. But he's also been able to travel the world. He's also had moments at WrestleMania. Part of great matches, classics, if you will. Probably the initial, definitive, heel title reign in NXT for a lot of people until he got hurt. Where are you going? Where do you rank this, by the way, in terms of just all-time NXT competitors? Like, he is one of the children of Triple H's era of NXT.
So I
the golden ones at that.
So people that know me know that I am an original Ring of Honor guy. I've seen that man pair up with Prince Nana. I've seen that man pair up with Mi Chin. I've seen him just move around, but like also too, I think he probably had one of the biggest.
He also played a lawyer.
Like he did. I remember 2018, I believe, 2018, New Orleans, NXT Takeover. He comes out to nothing. That's the loudest boo, fuck you, kiss my ass, we don't like you entrance I've ever seen. And for that, he will always be appreciated. Like that entrance right there, and that entrance right there did it for me. That established who he was in NXT. I mean, in addition to him, tearing his ACL while beating the shit up out of Johnny Gargano, but you know, I don't disagree with what he said. That was the main roster at a time where Mr. Redacted decided that he wanted to do whatever the fuck he wanted to do. I mean, think about it. That black and gold roster was tough. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Adam Cole, you know what I'm saying, Drew McIntyre, Shinsuke Nakamura, Bobby Roode, Tommaso, Gargano. So he's actually one of the staples in the NXT Black and Gold era. So good for him, man. Go spend time with your daughter, dude. Like, do your thing. And for those like me who can't grow a damn beard, he was an inspiration.
Yeah. Tommaso Ciampa takeover. You said takeover New Orleans. I think it might. Yeah, I think it was takeover New Orleans. No
Only
music.
reason I know that because I ended up going to. That was when Kenny had his first match in the States for Supercard of Honor against Cody, and I chose.
Oh yeah. This Ring of Honor shit. Yeah. No music. You had a whole. You literally have an entire arena eating out of the palm of your hand. You got no music. Like you are the anti-Kit Wilson, the anti-Trick Williams. And I say, and also our young brothers in across the pond that have decided to remix Chief Keef and other and Kanye records for hey dog. Real quick, hey. Do you know how we can look? Kit Wilson is over like Rover in the States with his theme, right? That's a banger. But what them two brothers is doing?
Talk about it.
One, you sent me a clip, and I was like, "Hey, you did. You sent me both of them." I was literally like, hold on. You know how you got like a little bounce with it?
Yeah.
Just a little bounce with it. Because I remember the same way Trick Williams was talking about, like, yo, like I want my shit to have some knocks with it. I want it to have some horns. And once it clicked, you're like, I bet. But you going to like they got something. Look, the Brits got something. We ain't talking beans and toast, but they got something. They definitely got something.
No, they not Brits, bro. They French. Both of them.
Oh, look, Ricky Sosa. French. My apologies, Ricky Sosa. They are French. They are French. Okay.
Yes. Kiro the Kid and Ricky Sosa are both French. Yes.
My apologies to the French, because again, when we talk about Revolution,
bang bang, Sosa.
Look, when we talk about the French being down for Revolution, they be down for the cause. They be ready to throw hands and throw feces on any given day if they feel in the type of way. They protest games a little different, dog. They're wild.
Not throwing shit.
they wild, dog. The French are wild. The French are wild. Speaking of wild,
both of them know.
Hey, dog. I'm up here just chilling. I'm just like, what is this he sent me? And I'm like, but let's get to the main topic at hand, man. So Royal Rumble is in T-minus 31st. Today is the 22nd. We got 9 days.
Yeah, and the stadium almost built up, apparently.
9 days, and they building that stadium up super quick. We got matches. We have the aforementioned Gunther versus AJ Styles. I don't think anything else has been named for that card outside of the 2 Rumble matches.
Nah, it'll probably be something with Drew. Something with Drew too.
Yeah,
And
because
then,
there's a fatal 4-way.
Yeah,
There's
you
a
got
fatal
Paul.
4-way to determine who's gonna be the number 1 contender for Drew. Probably for the Rumble. Reason why we call this the path to Sami Zayn, aka the towel of Sami Zayn, it's really simple, man. You let somebody go over Ilya Dragunov super clean, the way he did some main event SmackDown overseas, some fired up, passionate babyface promos. It's getting real 2023 Cody.
Mm-mm.
And I don't mean that in a bad way. No, D. Let me explain. Remember.
No. I know where you're going with this, but I have a fair comparison.
Okay. Basically, this ain't like Austin in 98. This ain't like Rock in 2000. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. This ain't even like Austin in 01 because Austin's coming back straight off an injury. This is somebody who was cooled for a little bit, gave him a U.S. title as a side mission, as a side quest to do some shit, passed with flying colors, got him a match with John Cena, and now you're literally setting him up to be a guy, right? And I think when you decide to say, hey, we can move the belt off of Cody Rhodes because even he can tell you in a promo that his reign was episodic, you now can have the whole concept of ultimate, I must say, dude who feels like he's been screwed out of everything versus the dude who's like, finally, this is my time. And I'm sorry it's got to be through you, but this is my time.
Yeah.
So who was your who are you saying?
WrestleMania 30, Daniel Bryan.
Underdog. I hear you on this. I hear you on this 1,000%. The reason why I agree with you in some ways is because Daniel Bryan had matches, but Daniel Bryan also had that dumb situation where authority was like, I don't know, you a B+ player, all that.
So they've been teasing Sami Zayn in the last couple manias as far as like him winning titles because when he first came to the main roster, let's go even further back. NXT Takeover, he wins the title and loses like a month later, something like that. Then he gets to the main roster. I think what was his first? What the U.S. title? His first title run?
I believe so.
Yeah, you get U.S. title, then you give him the tag title, then you get an IC title. And let's be real on this. Sammy's probably one in top 5 on the main roster, best wrestlers. And can talk and will give you moments.
Intercontinental, actually.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna take you back. I'm gonna take you on a story real quick. Imagine we both 80s babies. Imagine the wrestlers that we knew gave us moments, but we give them a title. And I'm gonna throw some people out there. Imagine if Mr. Perfect won the title, the heavyweight title. Imagine if Owen Hart won the world title. And for all intensive purposes, because I just fucked with him. Imagine if Ravishing Rick Rude won the title. Imagine those mid-carders if you gave them the belt. That's what Sami Zayn is, and that's what Sami Zayn represents for me. So, and he can talk, and let's be real, that those moments, those underdog moments, where you build a big bad heel or whatever, I'll just put it to you like this. Drew been in his bag already. Drew gonna have to be a complete asshole until Mania. Because I don't think Sammy's beat Drew, has he? Ever.
No. I think they've only gone up like a couple times, but yeah.
Yeah. So that's man, listen. I ain't gonna cut my hair, but for all intents and purposes, I'll say I'll cut my hair if Sami doesn't win the Rumble.
Yeah, here's the thing. The only times that Sami has beaten Damian Priest, heads up, is literally War Games.
Mm-hmm. Sami, he got more L's than he got dubs.
That is true.
Yeah, so imagine those people when we were growing up watching wrestling. And it don't even matter if it's WWE, WWF, WCW, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine those folks that were our favorites that actually could have put a title on and you would have been happy for.
Razor Ramon.
That's another one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there you go.
Who I think got most of his real love in AWA, but that's neither here nor there. That's me being a fucking historian.
Fair. I mean, shit. Arn Anderson.
Okay. As much as I love Double A, I know. Sorry. As much as I love Double A, do you think Double A was bigger than the television title and the United States title?
Fuck yeah, because every time you seen that damn spine buster, you got hype. You knew motherfuckers weren't getting up from the spine buster. You knew that. He was the only other person. He was the only other person that was doing that DDT better than Jake Roberts.
Respectfully,
Arn was putting niggas in the grave.
Respectfully,
don't disrespect Double A like that.
I can't do it. Like Arn Anderson could have been a world champion in the era of Bruno Sammartino in the 70s. All right, I'll give you that part. 80s?
You tripping.
80s? Nah, I can't give you 80s. I can't give you 80s and 90s. I can't.
Really?
I can't. I love Double A. I just can't do it. I can't.
That's ass.
Can't do it. But Sami Zayn is likely going to be world champion at Mania. Highly likely going to be world champion at Mania.
Hey, he would have busted Lex Luger ass.
Oh.
I said what I said.
Lex Luger still owns arguably the worst WCW title reign ever, right?
That's my point.
That's after he won the belt from Barry Windham and Harley Race turned on Barry Windham to make it happen. I'm aware. Yeah.
You just proved my point right there. You proved my point right there.
I proved your point only because how it panned out. Like Lex Luger was a terrible heavyweight champion for WCW. He was.
Yeah, he would have bust Lex Luger ass.
He wouldn't have to stab nobody with scissors like he had to do Sid that one time.
That's fucked up. All right.
I'm just saying.
So let's go back to the original topic.
It's part of the Lord.
Sami Zayn represents the niggas that was our favorites and never got a title run because people ain't believing. Now, what his title run will look like afterward, you can't let that shit get stale. You can't do a Jey Uso or a Kofi Kingston and have that moment at Mania and then fuck around and let them just coast a little bit or let them get their ass beat in 4 seconds for a title because you want to do TV ratings on Fox.
Well, thankfully they're not doing TV ratings on Fox anymore. They're doing them on the USA Network.
Praise God.
Also, I'm not sure who is going to be handling the show SmackDown, but whoever been handling the show since the turn of the year.
Hey, let's talk. Man, listen.
Real quick. We're going to skip ahead, right? We're going to skip ahead. So, Unreal is back, by the way, people. Unreal is back on Netflix for season 2. Again, aggregators. Look, y'all make it real easy to not even have to watch the show because y'all clip every goddamn thing and put it on your Twitter account and Instagram account.
Mind you, I'm at work at 6:30 every morning. I get to work, sit down, let my computer load up. And as soon as I hop on the timeline, literally, I see every clip on Tuesday morning of every damn thing. God damn. The element of surprise of kayfabe is ass.
Ain't letting shit breathe. Ain't letting shit breathe. Basically, the initial thoughts we had on Unreal Season 1 was that, is it going to expose the business? Da 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 da. It was like, no, it's just another variant of WWE documentaries. It may drop a few things here and there, but it's still WWE, right? It does also give credence to the idea that, as Lovely pointed out very astutely, mind you, sometimes that particular company will literally inadvertently put a magnifying glass on their issues. When you have a talent like Chelsea Green, I'm sorry, and say that, you don't have you say put the title back on her, but you have no idea like what the next part is. That sounds like all fantasy bookers on the internet be like, oh, let this person win the title. Like, okay, so then what? Like, you gonna sketch out what does their next 6 months look like, right? Like, who are they feuding with? Who are they working with in terms of creative, etc., right? So in that room, we've always said the women deserve better. But in that room, there's not a person that looks like me, not a person that looks like you, your dark-skinned self.
Appreciation.
There's not a person that looks like Lovely. There's not a person that looks like Meek. There's not a person that looks like Lucia. There's not a person that looks like any woman of our land of the wrestling community, or male for that matter. And I think it is a detriment. Now, was the road to SummerSlam last year pretty smooth in some ways, in that you saw Braun Breaker literally light up like a Christmas tree when he got told he's working with Roman Reigns? Yes.
Yeah.
Did you have the entire women's locker room happy as shit that Naomi cashed in her Money in Bank contract and won the women's title? Yes. I will say this though. The R-Truth situation. I know that's Road Dogg's man's and all that. Talking about Truth basically, got a gift because of his age. I said this before on the show. There are some people at your job who are there strictly because they bring great vibes and they're consistent at what they do. Them the people that last for 25 years and get a gold Rolex on the way out the door, right? There are people at your job who might be complete assholes, but they get the job done. And then there are people who are complete assholes and they don't get shit done. And them the people you wind up letting go. When you have someone like R-Truth and have the entire locker room, in a sense, throw a mutiny because of how it happened, you don't feel away. Sorry. Like, basically, that man got his leverage through his hard work and dedication to that locker room and showed it. And that's all it needs to be. Like, you don't have to use like different language to try and like cozy it up and make it seem like it was something different. Nah, the man said, look, my contract up and like I don't think they're renewing it. So what does that sound like to you?
You fired.
You get let go. You get let go. If they're choosing not to renew your contract, you get let go.
But then when you roster Unreal, you see Paul decide to talk in circles and pretty up the words to make it seem like something that it's not. That man literally hopped on Unreal Season 2 and tried to gaslight the fuck out of all of us. But R-Truth decided to go on the Breakfast Club.
That he did. Did.
And it clear. If you haven't watched it, I'll give you the cliff notes. That man said, "Oh, my contract." They said,
By the way. Watch the the R-Truth interview. Do not watch the Ben Shapiro interview because that is just
ass.
Go on.
But yeah, they pretty much said, okay, we're not renewing your contract. All right, what does that mean? Next Sunday, am I coming into work? No. What the hell does that sound like? You fired, nigga. We wish you well in your future endeavors.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try to gaslight the fuck out of us. It is what it is. Like, no. But see, here's the crazy thing, because had that been somebody else, that wouldn't even matter at all.
It's almost like how you hear it in sports, right? When they say, "Hey, somebody got," but with coaches, right? Somebody got There's some people that get dismissed. Some people get outright fired. Dismissed is the pretty word of saying it.
Yeah,
just saying.
I'm starting to notice that probably in the past year or so, somebody who I've called my favorite, my GOAT, is as a booker and creative VP or whatever the hell his title is. The curtain's getting pulled back on him a lot. And I would not be surprised if a lot of things happen or a lot of other things get exposed later on in the year.
Well, we got another 343 days to figure that part out. We got another 343.
So you notice one last thing. So you notice there's a thing of him trying to highlight black wrestlers now.
Yeah, I saw that.
The narrative.
Yeah, I saw that. Give the brothers and sisters a chance. Yeah, I saw that. Which is weird because his best friend down in Orlando, if we just do the looking, everybody of a certain pigmentation is shining to the point where a black dude with the name Keanu
from the crib
is the new hotness. Is the new hotness in NXT.
He's from the crib.
Yeah, so we'll see. Unreal, check it out. Make your own opinions about it. Again, I find it to be, enlightening in some ways. I also say that, hey, this is pretty much the last real run for Becky Lynch, and she admitted as much and said, like, hey, after this contract, I'm done. And I'm like, well, I mean, you pretty much done everything. All you want now is to be a mom.
Yeah, it's wild. It's also wild that, real quick, that she, out of all the 4 horsewomen, she was the one that was slated as the worst one, allegedly, and has accomplished the most.
Right. Yeah. Salute to Brecky Quinn, man. Salute to Rue Mama. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of the melanin that has been shining, and we ain't got to get into Black history to get to this part. So,
listen.
All right. Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams, Javon Evans. I'm throwing Leon Slater in that mix. And Obafemi. And by proxy, Jordan Grace, because she's married to Jonathan Gresham. So, needless to say, if you get what I'm putting down on that one, do you get what I'm putting down on that one? But the blacks, if you will, the African American contingent of main roster acts, not counting the Street Profits because they're currently on ice right now. Don't know what they got, them team up with. By the way, we're still waiting on that Montez Ford push because I don't know how you didn't see Elimination Chamber a few years ago and said, nah, I'm going to put him back in the tag scene. But Carmelo Hayes is making this United States title reign his own. He's basically showing he's a fighting champion, yes, but also he is selling it. That match with Nakamura, crazy. The match with Leon Slater, a couple days ago, crazy. Trick Williams overseas is moving like he 99 DMX. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he got the crowd in the palm of his hand. Like when the whoop that's literally aligned with how it is in the States. We hear that. We hear that. We see that. Javon Evans shining on Raw. Thankfully, his injury that he suffered Monday is not believed to be serious. And
Okay.
Leon Slater, he missed Genesis due to visa complications, which if you've been to the UK and trying to get back to America these days,
Yeah.
it's some shit.
So don't
But
be so don't be surprised. So don't be surprised if you see a young Opa Femi pop up at the Rumble and eliminate and throw a whole bunch of niggas out the ring.
Oh, that is happening. That is happening. Look,
Yeah.
Obafemi in Saudi Arabia might as well be a you call the royal guard and you go tell them to go see him. You know what I'm saying? But no, I think with these recent call-ups, man, we always thought that, you know, it'd be a little different for them because they got introduced early. It wasn't like they got thrown up to the main roster. It was like we giving you breadcrumbs, giving you interactions here and there. Have Trick interact with John Cena. Have Leon and Javon literally wrestle on John Cena's, you know, final show, but also see Leon and Javon also on SmackDown, right?
Right.
Carmelo Hayes has finally found his footing after a year on the main roster and is killing it as U.S. champion. That suplex reversal into a cutter that is not one of his alternate finishing moves. I'm glad we got a black wrestler who is like, look, I got 3 different finishes if I really wanted to. I got first 48. I got nothing but that.
I got questions.
And I got that cutter. I got a cutter. I'm not saying he beat Malenko with it, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate a wrestler who's like, I got a whole goddamn moveset and I can whoop your ass with it. What's good? Now, what is your question?
Who does he remind you of? If you have a fair comparison of one of the, I won't say top wrestlers of your childhood, but just one of the best wrestlers that you've been watching, who does he remind you of?
Eddie Guerrero.
I can see that.
Eddie, I mind you, Eddie with a Y. Eddie with a Y. That's who he remind me of. Gory bombs and shit, my boy.
He reminds me of a certain wrestler that's retiring this year.
Oh, you saying he reminds you of Alan Jones?
The spiral tap, the stop splash, the calf crusher. Come on, bro. That phenomenal forearm.
He got
that springboard 450.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
He got it.
Come on.
He got it. But again, all them brothers doing good. And I'm very happy about it. Because again, you know what NXT call-ups, you never know. By countering, this isn't even talking. Oh no, go ahead, somebody. Go ahead.
No. So real quick. With all of them gone, like, who's the next face? You see Tony D'Angelo beating the shit out of motherfuckers. You see Keanu sitting right there.
Look at you. You see, your media game is getting savvier and savvier. This boy came through with a clean transition, clean segue. So I know last week we were going to get into the who is going to be the new face of NXT with Obafemi relinquishing the NXT championship. We didn't go super deep into it. Basically, Keanu Carver literally shook up the whole picture last week by being like, yeah, I'm just coming in and wreck shit and deal with it. They have to use his interactions with Booker T from LFG to promote him. Ricky Saints looked like he looked like a Miami Dolphin. Nah, he looked literally like the Miami Dolphin. Like, if you want to say, hey, we going out of Miami, what's your fit gonna be? I'm gonna wear an orange shirt and turquoise pants.
You wild.
Just saying. I'm wild. He wild for the fit. Just saying.
He likes it. What you expect? That's how they dress.
Fair. Super fair. Eli Knight had a good showing versus Shawn Legacy on NXT. But basically, we're getting a ladder match to basically crown the new face of NXT. because
who's in this ladder match?
Quiet is kept the if you ask me who's the face of NXT right now, so Ruka. But all right, let's see who is in this ladder match. All right, for the men's title. Let's see. All right, so I know Shallow Hill's in it. I know that Shawn Legacy's in it. I know that Ricky Saints pretty much got a bye to it because he didn't get his rematch versus Open Finn.
Okay.
So we still got some spots to fill. I personally
how many
feel like
spots you got
this
to
is
fill?
going to what did Ava say? What did Ava say? Let's see. 6 man. You got 6.
So you got Ricky Saints.
Yep, we got 3 already picked.
Legacy. Tony D'Angelo's getting one of those.
Somehow, some way, even though in storyline he got arrested, so he ain't gonna be able to qualify. So he's still gonna be there.
So the Stone Cold.
Fair. My logic here says it's gonna be Tony D'Angelo as the face of NXT, which I mean, you don't do a whole gimmick revamp for that man and not put the belt around his waist.
Yeah.
But I also think that the tall task for Shawn Michaels is finding names and individuals to like, all right, I gave y'all 3 classics with these last call-ups. I gave y'all 3 classics. Now I gotta do this all over again.
They got him. I think with you remember when Austin was it Austin broke his neck and he broke his neck and he just came in. No. You remember when Austin was going to the Rumble when he was trying to win the Rumble and he said, I'm gonna beat the shit out of everybody. And he walked his random matches and just started stunning niggas.
Yeah. Then
that's what they
shout out to the one he did on Jeff Jarrett. That's what he did on Jeff Jarrett.
Why can't I hear you?
I don't know why you can't hear me. I don't know.
Can't hear you.
Nothing. Hold on 1 second then.
You still talking and I can't hear you.
I know. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Nope, not using that. Disconnect. Thank you.
But yeah, well, he having technical difficulties over there. Yeah, pretty much that's what they doing. I forgot when forgot what Mania that was, but no, maybe he'll quote me when he ever to talk again. But for the most part, like y'all noticed that
asking about
that's what they're doing. Tony D'Angelo, like wrestling is recycling, pretty much. It's recycling, and Tony D'Angelo is pretty much doing the same thing Austin did before he won the Rumble.
So you're saying Mania 98?
And we still can't hear you, brother.
Still can't hear me? Ain't this a bitch? Okay, hold on.
You got them iPhone 1 AirPods in.
Shut up.
I can read your lips.
First of all. Yeah, I don't know if you still can't hear me. That's
difficult. It happens. Yeah. But for the most part, like that's what they're doing. And now, as far as the face, like Brandon was saying, like prior to, you got to make sure you build infuser. The one thing that Oberfemi had, he had a Trick Williams, and Trick Williams he had a Carmelo Hayes. And even with Oba also had Javon Evans. I think that also is a thing where Ethan Page is coming up too. Ethan Page gonna get one of them spots too, because ain't nobody messing with Ethan. Like ain't nobody messing with that man either. Can you talk now, brother?
I should be able to now. Can we hear me now?
Nope.
No.
No.
Hey.
See, that's you dealing with them damn MacBooks.
Hi. Hey,
No.
are we back? No?
No.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm going to do this. You hold it solo.
No, not at all. You done broke your shit.
I ain't touched nothing.
I ain't see that part.
I ain't break shit.
I'm gonna continue the show. Hold on, let me see. What does man say? Yeah. So I'm gonna continue the show, and while he's working on his technical difficulties right now, I'm gonna bring in the man.
Hey.
So I'm gonna bring in Ice Cube. Now, hater of the week. Here's the thing. I got
check.
so many.
Check 1, 2. Are we back?
We're back.
All right, we're back. Okay.
All right.
I don't know what happened. I had to leave and come back. You know, it's one of those situations.
Oh, so why you weren't listening? Hater of the week was presented, and since you had yours already, why don't you do yours first?
Oh, okay. All right. So, hater of the week for Thursday, January 22nd, goes to every single apologist of Josh Allen.
Hey, yo.
So, last week, 2 weeks ago, actually, I saw the national media literally make fools of themselves for trying to police a black woman in Lynn Jones of the Jacksonville Free Press, the only all-black newspaper in the city of Jacksonville, for merely telling, hey, Liam Cohen, good job. Jacksonville got him one. And people were mad. Boy, they was mad. So then when I get to watching all the shows, all the conversation online, I'm like, are y'all serious right now? Y'all dead ass? Y'all dead ass with this. And the reason why I asked this is because I jokingly said that Josh Allen was the golden retriever of the NFL. I jokingly said that. You would have thought that man was Lassie and he got stuck in the damn well with how they was coddling that man last week. Over the week. Mind you, I don't dislike Josh Allen. It is the fans of Josh Allen that I dislike.
Oh, he got them Caitlin Clark fans.
Dog, mind you, Josh Allen's entire playoff resume is tied to him being great in the wild card round and being spotty everywhere else. And his greatest game is the game he lost. Right? That's first. Secondarily, the way people was killing my quarterback for turning the ball over 4 times with 4 picks in the first half. Josh Allen still had how many turnovers you have? 3 or 4 turnovers versus Denver.
Yeah,
because he had that goofy ass fumble at the end of the half, and then he had that interception in overtime. That was an interception. It wasn't a catch by Brandon Cooks because Jaquan McMillan literally ripped that ball out of his hands in midair.
Yeah,
it happened, right? And instead of the media rightfully kind of finding a middle ground on Josh, it was literally trying to hold him up like he's Spider-Man in Spider-Man 2, dog. I'm like, dog, the only person
that's a fair comparison.
The only person that looks at Josh Allen fairly is Josh Allen. And then other people like you and I who, look at him fairly. Is he a cold quarterback? Yes. Do he be doing some dumbass shit? Absolutely. Yeah. And that's all it's gotta be. If you see him doing dumb shit, just call it dumb shit. You ain't gotta throw no capes. You ain't gotta do nothing this extra. You ain't got to. You ain't gotta do it at all, man. So So those supporters of Josh Allen, who is coddling the man, mind you, the man got his head coach fired. By the way, I forgot that part. He did get his head coach fired, and his head coach was on the verge of getting fired last year. And when the owner and the general manager come out and say, "Hey, the coach pretty much is playing for coaching for his job, depending on whether we beat Denver or not," and then the GM says, "Well, I saw Josh in the locker room crying, and it kind of helped my decision." Dog, Josh Allen's tears put another man on the unemployment list. And the reason why that's not even crazy is Josh Allen had a 6-year, $330 million contract. He is tied to them for a good goddamn minute. Also, so that's one. The brief one involves everybody trying to, dunk on CJ Stroud, saying he ain't it. Deshaun Watson could have did better in that spot versus the Patriots. I'm like, are you talking about Deshaun Watson 2019 to 2020 or Deshaun Watson 2025 to 2026? Because no. The quarterback got you to the dance. He went 9-5 this year. Davis Mills got the other 3. You got to the playoffs. I think what it is that you had a taste of thinking like, oh, this is going to be easy. And let me remind you something about Houston sports. Outside the 2022 Houston Astros, ain't shit been easy. Not a damn thing has been easy. The Rockets 2 titles got so-called asterisks next to them because Mike ain't playing 93, 94, but Mike was back in 94, 95. And what happened when Mike was in 94, 95? Oh, he was rusty. Oh, he got his cookies took by Nick Anderson. Oh, he had to watch the Orlando Magic carry Horace Grant off the court after beating them at team in Game 6 in the Eastern Conference semifinals. All happened though. Meanwhile, the greatest basketball player in Houston sports history, all he did was go through 60-win Jazz team, 60-win Spurs team, 60-win Suns team. A 60-win Suns team, a 59-win Spurs team, and a 58-win Magic team to get a chip. Arguably the second hardest road to a chip besides Dirk in 2011. They're going to put an asterisk on this one too. If the Texans would have made it to the Super Bowl, would have been an asterisk on it. But hey, it is only year 3 for CJ Stroud. It's year 3. He'll get his extension, but guess what? He's basically playing for his extension next year. Because look, if they picked up Bryce Young's extension in Carolina and they benched that man twice already and told him to take some PTO to get better at quarterbacking, trust me, CJ Stroud's going to get his bread. He's going to be the quarterback of the future. You just want that boy to lock in all off season. He gets Nico Collins back. He gets Tank Dell back. He gets another year with Nick Caley calling plays. Hopefully the Texans figure out a proper run game this year because they ain't had one for 2 years. Joe Mixon got the King Griffey Jr. Secret ailment injury because I don't know what the hell happened with him. And that's it. D, who is your hater of the week for Thursday, January 22nd?
I don't have a hater of the week.
Do you have a hero?
Heroes of the week. I got 2 heroes of the week.
Is Isabella Danger one of your heroes of the week for showing up to the national championship game?
Don't piss me off.
I just asked. My bad.
My heroes of the week are the Black Wrestling Podcast. They now have a new show with shout out to my sister, Meek. Shout out to Lucia from Last and Lariats. It's called a 30-minute time limit every Tuesday at 11:11. Those are my heroes of the week because those ladies have worked very, very hard at what they do. They know wrestling, so y'all need to tune in and check them out. And the first show, if you haven't seen it, go on YouTube to on the Black Wrestling Podcast. They live now, but go watch it. It's already up and sitting. So those, yeah, are my heroes of the week.
Yeah. Again, salute to 30-minute time limit. Salute to Black Wrestling. Salute to me. Salute to Lucia. Salute to Lovely, who's really tapping in on her content game. Love that. Love to see it. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody's
And buy her shit. She got some merch out right now. I done ordered 2 things already.
Yeah. O'Shea Jackson Jr. was wearing one of her hoodies, and the hoodie brushed up against Stephanie McMahon. So basically, that hoodie is in WWE now.
Yeah, pretty much.
So our friend is out of here. Out of here, cuz. Out of here. But that, by the way, is tonight's episode of 2DopeMarks. We thank y'all for tuning in with us on a Thursday night. We're going to be back at it again next Thursday, 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central. Follow us on Twitter at 2DopeMarks. Follow us on Instagram at 2DopeMarks. Follow us on YouTube. Keep hitting notifications. We are inching closer to having 100 subscribers on YouTube, which is something I was like, yo, that's kind of crazy to think about when we first started this pod a whole year ago. Our 1 year anniversary show, by the way, is coming soon. And we got ideas and we gonna execute, and it's gonna be a grand old gay ass time. Gay ass and happy. Pause.
Sure.
No? It's gonna be a fun time? It's gonna be a classic?
That's cool, but yeah.
Wow. Wow. We're inclusive over here. My God. Anyway, we're very inclusive. Again, yeah. Turn the notification button on, man. Subscribe, hit that like button, as I said before, wherever you get your favorite podcast, rate us, review us. Cop the merch, go to 2DopeMarks.com. We are updating the site, showcasing the merch, showcasing all of our episodes, all 53 of them as of tonight. We're slowly updating our archive. We put them up there. It should be more than 53. There's also a Black History Spectacular episode from the way back, but it is what it is. Yeah. D, before we get out of here, man. Since your heroes of the week, your sheroes of the week was so lovely. No pun intended there. Haha. Say something nice to people.
Bang, bang. Sosa. Bang, bang. Sosa.